Welcome to Women with Drive, a podcast from the Deakin Melbourne Boomers, talking all things women's hoops, hosted by Boomers' own Lou Brown.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Women with Drive, a podcast brought to you by the Deakin Melbourne Boomers. I'm your host, Lou Brown, and today I have a pretty fun episode ahead of us as I have two special guests, recent Under-19 World Cup silver medalists, Nyadiew and Jade Melbourne. Nyadiew, you're currently at the COE, and Jade, you're back home preparing for the WNBL with the Canberra Capitals. So thanks to you both so much for joining me. First, Jade and Nyadiew, I know you guys, as I mentioned, just got home recently from a very successful campaign. So first and foremost, a huge congratulations. How exciting to be able to bring home a silver medal. But coming back from Hungary required you to complete a 2-week stint of quarantine. So before we talk about basketball, how was that for you guys? Especially you, Nyadiew. You haven't had a chance to get back home yet either.
Yeah, it's been hard and everything, but like at the end, like it is what it is. Like at least I here can train and all that, and be with the girls and all that, and that's still kind of being not home, but still having people around and kind of a family kind of vibe and that kind of stuff. So it's been hard, but it's been alright.
Yeah, that's good. And Jade, how was it for you as well? Were you guys made to quarantine together, or was it individual?
So we were all quarantined individual. So everyone under the age of 18 got really lucky and got themselves a kitchen and laundry and all that, which was pretty good for them. But for us, I mean, 14 days. The first 3 days were great because you just slept and relaxed and stuff. But after that, it became a bit long. But it also gave me a chance to reconnect with family that I hadn't spoken to for ages and old friends and stuff. So you make the most of the 14 days, even though it is long. And from day 10, you're counting down the hours to get out. But I mean, it's all worthwhile. And when you come home with the silver medal, it's all worth it.
No, absolutely. Silver medal is you go over there to medal, and that's what you guys did, and you could have just sat there for 2 weeks and looked at your medals. Would have got you through it. But obviously lockdowns and COVID and everyone trying to get together from all around Australia. What was the preparation like leading up to the tournament?
So leading up to it, it was all kind of crazy actually. So the team was selected a month out from the competition, and all of us that were on AIS scholarships stayed there. So we didn't go home for the holidays, which was what the plan was. So there was 10 of us there training together, prepping together for a whole 2 weeks, and then gradually we got Kelsey Rees in hotel quarantine, and then she joined us with about 2.5 weeks to go. Herbie escaped the Melbourne shutout. His car's actually still up in Canberra because he was just nah, I'm getting up there, I'm not getting locked out. So yeah, he doesn't know how he's getting his car back, but he came up with about 2.5 weeks. And then Izzy Morgan had to do quarantine at a friend's house in Canberra before she was allowed on AIS campus for 2 weeks, coming from New South. So with about 2 weeks to go, we had the whole squad together. We were just training together every day, weights, on court, off the court. We were doing all that together. And then we had a 4-day camp where Keegan, our assistant coach, joined us, and we just really got stuck into it before we headed over. So it was pretty good because usually you only have a 4-day camp to prepare. We would have liked a few more games, playing against another international team when we got there, or maybe a couple more teams that were kind of at our level. But I mean, it is what it is, and so the preparation, I guess, was pretty good for us, and yeah, we all got to know each other really well, so that was a real bonus.
Yeah, good. Kind of sounds like you guys almost forced you to spend a little bit more time together before heading off and be able to create that chemistry as well. But Nyadiew, just looking back on the tournament, what do you think was maybe one of the most challenging parts for you?
I think maybe going into that was the physicality. Not me thinking going over there was going to be just light, push and shove and up to the rim, but no, there was girls 5'11" pushing me around and everything, and I was oh damn, I need it, I can't be messing around, and so and the game style was just completely different here. Everyone was more physical, they were all really quick, so I had to adjust to that as well. So yeah, maybe that bit. And the heat, it was really hot there. So coming from Victoria where we don't get that kind of sun, and then going to play out there was like crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It was hot out there, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Nyadiew, as well, you were bottom age for this tournament, meaning you will be eligible for the next Under-19 World Cup in 2 years. What did it mean for you to be selected as a bottom aged player?
It meant a lot to me. Like, I was shocked to myself because I was like, this is crazy. Like, I wouldn't have thought I'd be like here doing this kind of stuff. Like, I'd be watching like the Under-19s from like 2 years ago and like being like, oh, like I want to do that kind of stuff. And then being picked on the team was like, oh, like I get to do this, and like I can do it again in 2 years' time as well. And having the first experience to go over and like give it a go and have a try and all the experience, it's so exciting for me to be like, oh, I can do it again in 2 years and be top age as well.
No, that's awesome.
Really
it's, as you said, it's such a huge opportunity to be able to go ahead as a younger player, and then now, with the next opportunity to make the Under-19s, you'll be more of a seasoned player and even have more of a successful tournament, hopefully for yourself in particular. But also, Jade, a huge congratulations. You made the FIBA World Cup All-Star starting five. What were your emotions like when they called your name?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, like, it's something like I didn't expect. Like, you don't play for the individual accolades, and the whole tournament, like, I was just super focused on the team and getting a medal. So it didn't even cross my mind, really. I was just so driven by getting a medal, getting around my teammates, and just playing the best basketball we could. We played a really selfless brand of basketball, so I didn't really think any of us were going to get it. But then, when they tapped me on the shoulder and said, you're getting presented with it, I was really honoured to be named in that team, and like I look back at it and it's a pretty cool achievement. So, but obviously I didn't play for it, but to get recognised in it, it's a pretty special feeling, and something that I'll cherish forever.
Yeah, that's so great. And you get a little watch as well? Is that what it is?
Nah, so only the MVP got a watch. So
okay.
Class, so I would have liked some new jewelry, but the trophy was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Women with Drive.
Now, I have a couple of more light-hearted questions for you guys about your teammates.
Yeah.
So let's just start off with, who was the funniest player on the team?
Oh, I would say like
a bit of mix.
Yeah, I would say like Kyra and Shanice are pretty funny
Together, yeah.
Yep.
So a little bit of a duo there.
Yeah, Nards and Dallas like to gang up on people.
Come on.
And then Izzy Morgan. Everyone's pretty funny, actually. I think everyone had a really good person in that group. And if someone was like on the money that day, like they were a funny person. So it was a bit of a mixed bag, that one.
Yeah, everyone had their day of comedian of the day.
Yeah.
Now, next question. Who would be the best person to follow on social media?
Oh, it depends. We weren't the most active team on social media.
Yeah, nah.
So you guys weren't making TikToks in Hungary?
Like Charlie and Izzy and Millie, they were making TikToks.
They love TikTok, yeah. And
they love it.
Yeah, their Snapchat was quite frequently updated, actually.
Now, this one is for the both of you, so you guys answer individually. It's a zombie apocalypse, and you've got to survive with two teammates. Who are you taking?
Go Nards.
I feel like I'd take Millie because she would just have the smarts to do like something really smart to get us away, and I wouldn't take Dallas or Izzy because I would die. I'd probably take Jade just to make it feel like I'm not gonna die, and like she'll just be there like laughing at everything. So I'd be like, I'll be alright.
And Jade?
I would take Millie as well. She's just smart. She'd know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd probably take like Polly too, because I'm like real energetic and come up with some crazy ideas sometimes, and she'd just like keep me grounded. She'd be like, no, like there's a zombie there or something.
Yeah.
we have to relax.
Bring you back to reality a bit.
So yeah,
yeah. Now, last one I have. Who would win an arm wrestle on the team?
Millie.
Millie? Easy one.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, guys, silver medal. Congratulations. What an awesome experience for you both. But moving on, Jade, right before you went to graduate, right before you went to Hungary, you graduated from the COE. What's something you learned and have been able to take away from your time at the COE?
Like I learned so much. Like I was there for 2.5 years. Like Veely and Sarah taught me so much about the game. Like I've walked out a whole different player in person that I walked into the COE in 2019. So the biggest takeaways, I guess, would just be like the hard work. I guess like because at home you can tend to like slack off and stuff, but I guess like learning that there's like no days off really. Like you get in what you put out. You get put. Oh, how does that line work? You get out what you put in. And then yeah, you just gotta maximize everything there. Like you have access to so much, and like the opportunity only lasts for a little amount of time. So yeah, just making the most of it. Just learning, picking people's brains every day. But yeah, I just learned so much, and I just can't thank the AIS enough for like having me there for 2.5 years, because the learning and the growth I got as a basketball player was unbelievable.
And Nyadiew, this is your first year. How are you finding it? And can you give our listeners a bit of a breakdown of what the day in the life of an athlete at the COE is like, maybe on a Wednesday?
Yeah. I'm like loving every second here. Like experiencing everything, like new things every day, learning new things every day, and like coming in here, I wouldn't think I would be able to do the half the stuff I've been doing right now. Like I was like, there's no way I'm capable of running up and back like 5 times without getting tired. But like getting fit, getting stronger, and everything is good. And like not just also being like a basketball player, but outside of that as well, like being a better person, a better teammate, and like making like being a big role model to like my siblings or like kids back home and that kind of stuff, and like kids looking up. And day in life here. So currently we're in like COVID restrictions and stuff. So like besides that, like on a normal day, we would on Wednesday 6 a.m. gym. So go to gym 6 a.m. Because I go to school, so I'm still in 11. It's still in year 11. So I'd come back, get changed, get on the bus to go to school at Lake G. So about 10 minutes away from here. I do school from 9 to 1:30, and then from there I'd come back, eat lunch, get ready, go to training, have practice for an hour and a half or 2 hours, go to recovery, come back, go to study, do study, and then from there I have free time. So it's a pretty busy day, you think about it, but it's really like eventful and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I went to the AIS, going on almost 10 years ago now. That's a long time ago. But I found the biggest thing I took away was, Naj, you just explained your day starting at 6 a.m. and then you go in a class, you're coming back, getting lunch, maybe getting a workout in, then you're going back to class and you're coming back for training, tutoring, all the rest. But I think the biggest thing I found was learning how to manage time and prioritize what you need to do on a day-to-day basis as well. Women with Drive. Jade, you were committed to Arizona State University, but had opted out after and have now signed with the Canberra Capitals again for the upcoming WNBL season. What led to this decision?
Yeah, so, I mean, it wasn't an easy decision. So after the Hub last year, Goz kind of said, look, we'd love to have you back kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, like this is actually a legitimate option now. So like going into the Hub, I was like, I'll play this and then I'll prepare for 6 months and then I'll go to college. But after the WNBL Hub, like I absolutely loved it. And the growth and learning that I was able to get out of that, just a short 6-week season, I thought, okay, this might be a legitimate option for me. So I was tossing and turning. There was some sleep loss between like January to May. And then finally in May, I just spoke to a heap of people that were close with me and that I trusted. And then I came to the decision that it's like nothing against the college program and stuff like that, but I think for me personally, like I'll get more development and more growth in my game out of the WNBL rather than going over to the college system. That's why I decided to stay here and stuff. And I guess playing against like veterans every day, training against people and learning off them, like just doing film, indies, gym, I just think it's going to be a better long-term thing for me. So that's why I decided to sign on with Canberra again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the WNBL season now.
No, I know. I remember watching you in the Hub last year, and you had absolute breakout 6 weeks there. So that was really awesome to watch. And now I know this upcoming season there's a game potentially, hopefully scheduled to be played in Traralgon for you against the Melbourne Boomers. What would that mean to you to be able to play back home?
Yeah, it would be unbelievable, really. Like, Traralgon Basketball have supported me and given me so much help throughout my basketball journey. So they've just built a new stadium too recently that I haven't had the opportunity to play a game on. So, yeah, I would love to go home and play in front of all my friends, family, people I went to school with, and yeah, kind of showcase like how much they've helped me. And then yeah, playing a professional game in my hometown, like that'd just be super cool, and something I'm really excited for if it is to go ahead.
Yeah, I hope for your sake it can absolutely go ahead. I know you're probably itching to play a game on that court. Yeah. And Nyadiew, you as you mentioned, you're at Lake G in year 11. Do you have any idea kind of what pathway you may want to take? I know you may not have made any decisions, but whether that be college or WNBL.
At the moment, I'm kind of looking forward towards just going and do the WNBL. Not sure if like college is the pathway I really want to take, but I'm not 100% sure with that yet. Because like at the end of this year or at the start of next year, I might be like, oh, maybe I can go give college a try. But I'm not 100% sure. But like I still have it kind of in the back of my mind.
Yeah, you absolutely have more than enough time to be able to sit and make that decision as well. Now, Jade, as coming back to you more recently, you just got the call up to the Opals for the Asia Cup and you headed into Jordan this week. How did that come about, and how are you feeling when you got that phone call?
Yeah, so I knew I was an emergency with the squad, and then all of a sudden, like one morning, like I sleep in till about 9:30, 10 on holidays and stuff, so it all happened like in that window. Like I'd been added to a group chat, I got a text from someone and a missed call from someone, so I was like, oh, what's going on here? Like my phone was going crazy. And then yeah, I got the phone call from Goz, who's the head coach here, and he just said basically, yeah, Beck's not going, so now you've got the call up, so you're coming. Yeah, we leave in 2 weeks, so it's all happened real quickly. Like I got out of hotel quarantine, and now I've had to like try and get my fitness back that I lost there. But yeah, I'm just super excited. Like I've always wanted and dreamt of being an Opal. I looked up to all those girls that I'm playing against and with. Sorry. So yeah, to get the opportunity to put on a green and gold jersey in a senior team, yeah, it's something I've always hoped and dreamed of. So to have the opportunity to do that, I'm just super excited and can't wait to get over to the Asia Cup.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really exciting group, and I know everyone here in Australia is really excited to watch you guys over there in Jordan.
Women with Drive.
Just to finish off, I have wanted to try something different with you guys. It's something a little fun. I have a couple of would you rathers. Don't worry, they're just all basketball related.
Yeah.
Won't throw you on the spot too much. So I will start with my first one, just warm you up into it. Would you rather train early in the morning or late at night?
Late at night.
Late at night.
Late at night? Wow, interesting. I'm the type of person I like to wake up, get it done in the morning. I'm good for the day.
Yeah. It's
all
good.
right.
I feel like it's good to wake up in the morning and get it done, but like I hate getting out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Would you rather miss a layup or absolutely bang a three-pointer off the backboard?
Bang a three-pointer.
Nads?
Miss the layup and open layup.
It's a tough one. All right. Would you rather a shoe or an award named after you?
A shoe.
A shoe.
A shoe, definitely. I'll rock some Jade Melbournes or some Nyadiews. Don't worry about that. Now, would you rather? So just to think about this one. Would you rather ensure overtime or risk losing and win in regulation?
ensure overtime.
Yeah.
That's the tough. You think ensure overtime?
Yeah.
No.
Good one.
All right, next one. Would you rather play the first 3 quarters or only play in the fourth?
That's 3.
Yeah.
First 3? I don't know.
We'll get-
Close. Imagine it's a close game. Fourth quarter. They might need you.
First 3 quarters, we'll get a lead. And then
There you go.
Then we'll be right.
Let the team handle the fourth quarter. All right.
yeah.
Would you rather go to an NBA championship and sit in the rafters, so NBA championship game, and you're sitting up in the cut, or a regular season game, probably pretty average game to watch, and sit courtside?
Sit in the rafters for a championship.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh,
Just atmosphere, I reckon, would be wild.
It'd be so
it would be
good.
wild. I know. You never know who you might meet on courtside.
Yeah. True.
And you
Drake.
Exactly. Drake, Beyonce, Rihanna. Oh gosh, and also it'd be a good excuse to throw on your best clothes too. Now, would you rather sit out an entire year or not score a single point for a whole year?
Not score a single point.
Not school. Yeah, not school.
Yeah, definitely. Would you rather own the record for most points or most championships?
Most championships.
Would you rather get your ankles broken or be posterized, dunked on?
Not to do. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be like dunked on because if in the girls' game, like that would be everywhere.
Yeah, that would be huge.
It'd be everywhere.
And I think now, when playing women's basketball, if you see someone going up to dunk, especially female, you're like, yes, you get up there and dunk. You need to make this statement.
I know.
All right. Would you rather cop a basketball to the face and get a bit of a nosebleed, or accidentally hit a coach in the face on a bad day?
Probably cop it in the face.
Yeah. You don't want to end up on the
coach.
baseline for the rest of training.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I have for you guys. This was absolutely awesome. You two were both a lot of fun, so I can't thank you enough for taking the time to speak with me today. Nyadiew, good luck finishing up school this year. Finish strong. And Jade, obviously, huge good luck at the Asia Cup. And we're all super excited to watch you as an Opal.
Thanks for having us, Lou.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Now, make sure to subscribe and stay up to date with all of our latest episodes. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Women with Drive.
Thanks for listening to Women with Drive, hosted by Lou Brown. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and if you could, leave us a review.